Are we on? Let us know. Hello, hello. Lee. Things are rolling. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Shakura. Hi, everyone. Hello, Nyan. Oh, I don't think I hear Nyan. Oh, there you are.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Are you hiding from me?
Maybe.
Maybe. Welcome to Eorzea Photography. And today we will be doing some landscape photography, mainly around the Noscea location. And our goal is to do that that theme, like maybe not regularly, but reoccurringly. So yeah, today, since we're doing Noscea today, we might be doing like whatever region, I don't know, the next time we do it, and we might alternate like that for specifically for landscape photography. Yeah. And yeah, Nayan, what is your favorite location?
Ooh, that's hard, like to take landscapes.
Yeah.
Um, I usually end up defaulted to the Asm step because I don't know where to take pictures
Oh,
usually.
okay.
Either there or like Ilmeg and oh no. Raktiga, that's the one.
Ah, okay. Lahi.
I couldn't remember the yeah.
Everyone knows
most
that.
most and if they don't, they will soon.
Yes, they will soon. They should.
Mostly I just like taking pictures of really lush, pretty landscapes.
Hmm.
So those are usually where I end up. But I don't typically end up in Lanaska, even though I know they have a lot.
Okay. Um, and have you been enjoying like the flying of the mounts in these area?
God, yes.
It's such a game changer.
Like flying got introduced around the time I was in like Heaven's or Stormblood, I think it
Hmm.
was Heavensward or Stormblood. Somewhere in there is where I'd gotten. So I went through all of ARR without flying. Then they introduced flying, and it was just a whole new thing. Like going back and doing early class quests
Mm. Yeah.
with
Definitely a
flying.
lot better.
Oh, it's so much better.
To me, it was like doing the beast tribes, right? If you have any beast tribes left, that was just like a total
Oh my
zoom in, zoom
god.
out. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god.
I really like the fringes. I think it's a really nice area.
Ooh.
And also La Noscea is definitely one of my favorite spots. All right. So we had an interesting discussion yesterday about what exactly, like, what does landscape photography mean exactly, and like what sort of fits into that category. And we were discussing mostly, of course, that the environment was probably like the main focus of when you're doing landscape shots. Um, and it doesn't exclude completely characters or NPC or even your character, but oh, what's that? Somebody subscribed. Soraya subscribed.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for subscribing, Soraya, and
Oh.
for testing our little alert.
It's so cute.
Yeah, Soraya is here right now in body, but she might join us very soon in mind as well. Um, and she's in the chat as well. Oh, what's this now?
Oh, that's awesome, Shakura. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh wait.
I
Oh wait, she has been.
thank God this is not the full song. Because I would be like, oh well, that's the airship song from Final Six, I believe.
I will take your word for it.
Yes. Oh, you've never played Final Fantasy Six?
I've only played 7, 10, and 14.
7, 10. Okay, well, basically from the 3D and onwards.
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't have access to the others.
Oh, okay.
I was actually given 7 with a PlayStation original
Hmm.
because the guy didn't want it anymore, and he was like, "Here, just take it."
That's nice. All right. Well, we've done a lot of chatter, I think, and maybe we should get this show on the road. And
Yeah.
and Sarai will join back with us whenever she's ready. Mm. Right. So
She'll come. She'll come hunt us down.
yeah, come on over. Right. It's a bit thundery right now, which has
It
is
is
can
thundery,
be
but
yeah can be
at
interesting.
least it's not super foggy.
All right. So I'm gonna take one of my own mounts actually,
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
unless yeah no, let's just go together.
Oh, okay.
And we can
Ride in
just
style.
can just run around a bit and just sort of look at the environment and see what's interesting. Camp Bronze Lake has a lot of like these structures all around, like debris of rocks and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I'm gonna go in first person here. Um, and of course, one of its main feature is the palace in the middle of the lake.
Yes.
What's the name of this palace again?
This is the Wanderer's Palace. It is like all of this is the remains of the civilization of Nine Nim
Nim? I think it's Nim.
Nim NYM. So I'm thinking it's Nim.
Okay.
And the
And
Wanderer's Palace is like to the god the Wanderer, which was a Nimian god, I believe.
wonderful. So much lore. Much more than I expected. And you can see the right now with the lightning, it's quite interesting with the glowing clouds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it has these nice little sort of gems or diamonds that is hanging under some of the structures here.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
love those.
yeah.
Make
All
it
right.
more, make it a little bit more eerie.
Yeah. Yesterday I got like a screenshot from this location. Um,
Oh, I was wondering where you got that shot from.
yeah, yeah. I just like got my camera really close here. Probably on your side from inside the mount you don't see it, but on the screen people will see it, and this is kind of where I got the screenshot from. Yeah, it has a nice little sort
Oh.
of derelict, uh, with foliage growing all over it. Um, all right, and also since now we can fly in this area, which is absolutely great. Um, it's awesome that you can just cross the whole lake by just flying around, right?
Thankfully.
Yeah. And you can see like the areas. This is Upper Noscea. We start seeing in the mountains over there. and you
Mhm.
can, yeah. It used to be that you could just cross using like a ferry or something, but now you can just fly it away all the way through.
And also with flying, it means that you can get a lot better angles for screenshots
Yeah.
for of like the landscapes and stuff.
Hmm. And you start seeing a lot of things that you didn't even notice just by being on the ground all the time, right?
Hmm.
Like I didn't even notice some of the stuff here, like the sort of big bones and spikes and stuff, especially in the higher, like more in the air over here, until I got there by flying. Yeah, there's a lot of really nice spots.
I never really noticed these, like I knew these waterfalls were here
Uh-huh.
from back when like you had a bunch of quests over here, but I never noticed them, if that makes sense.
Hmm. What do you think of
I
this
did like
area?
it's sparkly and pretty.
Sparkling and pretty. Beautiful.
I love it.
Alright, maybe we can do something here. Let's look around a bit. Those flowers are really nice.
Hmm.
It's definitely a point of interest.
Ooh, look how they shimmer on the water. Or how the light reflects, I
Yeah,
should say.
yeah, that's definitely interesting. When I'm looking for like a landscape screenshot, I try to have a lot of depth into it, like in the sense that there's like far away elements and sort of middle ground elements and foreground elements, right? Um,
Hmm.
so I try to sort of have this sort of three layers of interest in the screen, if you will. Um, and this what I'm having right now seems kind of interesting. I'm gonna. Oh, I've hidden my UI. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go in photo mode. See what I can grab. Boop, boop. Wait, no. Hold on, let me go full UI. Alright. Um, hopefully whoever's watching, if you're watching now, you're familiar with the Jeepos like UI over here. If not, we've recorded some videos like tutorials and or explanation of like everything that is inside that UI over here. Oh, great, a fate. Wonderful. Um,
Did you want Fate music for your background
that's
music?
excellent. That really puts me in the photography mood. But yeah, as I was saying, we have like videos on YouTube that where you can like find some tutorials on how to use this UI. So let's see. What I'm probably gonna do first is, of course, uh, filter off pretty much everything that is an NPC or an enemy or whatever. So this way we just concentrate on the environment. But then fate said no. And yeah, once I've got the annoying things gone, I can just move my camera around and see what different points of view there are in this environment. Maybe getting close to the ground could be interesting. Like if you're doing landscape photography, you don't necessarily have to include like the entire mountains and the sky and everything. I've seen some people do some very interesting photography that involved pretty much looking at the ground, or looking at the pretty flowers and stuff, and just doing some interesting composition with that. Um, like this could be interesting, like having a bit of rocks and a mix of these flowers over here with the reflection in the water. That looks quite nice. I might go ahead and just snap that. Um, yeah, and lightning might be a bit of a hinder, but luckily doesn't like happen constantly. What are you up to, Nyan? Are you going screeny crazy right now?
Little bit.
A little bit.
um, I'm playing around with how some of the different filters affect the lighting
Okay.
and how they affect how it looks. Because like that's one of the fun things with filters is you have the default like what it looks like,
Mm-hmm.
and then like just going into, for example, strength and effects, so 1 over
Yeah.
to the left, it makes it darker and brings out all of the like light from the plants, and it even makes the water glow.
It's more contrasted, I think.
Yeah, that's the word.
And I found recently that there's like, especially when you're playing with color filters, there's a manual brightness adjustment that is really fantastic. And also the depth of field um, is really great to play with in this sort of panel. The manual brightness, what it'll do it will adjust the intensity of the lights in the environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it will do so according to the amount of light that is already sort of in the space. Um, like even moonlight and sunlight might be affected. And even if you boost it all the way to the maximum, it's never gonna turn your screen into a sort of a pale white, right? It's not a it's not the kind of brightness that you would use, let's say, in Photoshop or some applications that'll make your screen all bright. It really plays like with the amount of light that is being emitted inside the game. And so you can, in conjuncture with the color filters, you can play with that and get some really interesting effects. If you find that it's too dark, you can adjust it with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm getting something interesting. Let's try some different filters. I usually just go through all of them, see what pops out. This is sepia. It's kind of a sort of a brownish black and white kind of thing. And you got, it's like two settings of them. Monochrome is your regular just black and white, and you got monochrome that is a bit darker in there as well. Bright 2 is interesting. It just sort of makes the screen kind of gray, but it makes the colorful things very, very saturated looking. Posterization will sort of create these sort of blobs of color depending on the brightness of the screen. Pastel is really nice.
I love the pastel
Yeah.
filters.
And if you see, if I use the depth of field, it makes this depth of field, also known as DOF. It makes like the background stuff very fuzzy. And this will... The value will make the fuzziness more intense, I guess. Make it fuzzier. And the manual focus will let you sort of specify where there is... where the focus is, which means like where there will be no fuzziness in terms of distance from the camera. So right now I want sort of my focus to be on the grass that is at the bottom over here and not so much on the glowy flowers in the background. So I'm trying to adjust that over here. This looks pretty good. And, you know, some of the water over here has a bit of fuzziness. It's fine. Maybe a bit of limb darkening. Maybe not. This is interesting. With the water reflection. And I can try maybe different angles or over here. With the sort of orange tree here, that's interesting as well. Maybe if I move my camera a little bit.
Ah, the fate is over.
The fate is over. No more fate for us. Let's see. Maybe I can try something else than pastel over here. This is interesting. Try to get most of the waterfall in there. And the tree on the side. A bit of the rock at the bottom. The rock. The rock is in
Dwayne Rock Johnson.
Pictures of the rock. Alright, let's see. Maybe I'm gonna turn off the OF in here. No, I'm gonna keep it. Just maybe not have it so intense. And I'd like the background to be maybe more in focus than the foreground in this situation. Yeah, that's interesting. Not too much. If you're using G-Shade or Reshade, it's best to turn off the depth of field from the GPose menu, and if you are in your Reshade preset using some brightness adjustment, maybe not use manual brightness, or you can use it because, like I said, it adjusts the light source in the game and not really the brightness of the screen itself. I'm gonna bring it back to the normal over here. Get G-shade over here. And how does that look? Quite nice. Actually, I kind of like it like this. Oh, this is nice as well. Oh, that's too much. That's interesting. I like the composition here. So with something like this, I may want to... is MXAO interesting here? Doesn't seem to do much. So I might as well leaving it on. I could put some fog in there if I wanted to. Maybe not the yellow one that I have, but since the clouds are kind of a bluish gray, I might want to go something similar to that. Something like this, I suppose. Maybe it's a bit more blue. And a bit more saturated, maybe? Not too much. Yeah, that's quite nice. And bloom is interesting, especially with those very bright lights, flowers. They already have some bloom from that is generated from the game itself, but in this case, adding some bloom on top of it is quite nice actually. It sometimes can look weird if there's some bloom, the bloom from the game and the bloom from Reshade. They sort of sometimes might not work well together. Like the bloom itself might be bloomy in some kind of weird effect. Yeah, that looks good. I'm just sort of experimenting here. With these things, but doesn't seem to... I guess the last bit would be the depth of field. And this is where it's going to be very interesting. Since now it's on my mouse. And it might be difficult to find the correct distance. So I'm going to remove the mouse-driven autofocus. I'm just going to control it with the parameters. How's it going on your side, Nyan?
Things are going interesting. I popped out of G-pose and it's all
Okay.
sunny now.
Oh.
So I've started. So I moved on from trying to get the flowers to everything else because it actually looks really pretty over here.
Yeah, okay. I
Like,
would
oh,
probably I should probably change the weather, but I kind of like the lighting that I have right now. So once I'm done with this screenshot, I'm gonna try and switch the weather over. Let's see. I wanna try and get these guys focused. Here we go. Oh, I've captured some of the lightning, which could be interesting. 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I've figured that the lightning repeats at a specific like interval, so you can sort of count the like not necessarily the lightning strikes, but the flash in the sky. It comes regularly, so we can, once you get the beats, you can actually capture some of the lightning flashes.
That's so cool. It never occurred to me that they had that on a timer.
Oh, I think I caught this one perfectly with the flash in the background. Hopefully I didn't catch my cursor as well. All right, let's see let's look at the weather. Oh yeah, very different. It's not as glowy as it was. Maybe it's a good time to move on from here. Ah, there you are. Did you
Hiding off in the
catch
corner in the shadows.
did you catch some nice pictures?
I did. We're not going to say how many because Shakura probably already has that guess.
Okay. Maybe later we can probably compare some of our shots for fun.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a random fisher over there.
Yeah, of course. It's good fishing spot. Now let's see, let me remember what other interesting places there are here. Any place can be interesting if you just envision it from a certain angle, right? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this here could be interesting. With a bit of junk lying around, or wonder if inside here, maybe? Huh, there's an opening up there. Is that...
Oh.
No, I don't think it's somewhere we can go.
Dang.
Yeah,
They knew.
they knew. I doubt
They need to
the developer went and said, "Oh, let's make people go up there."
If only we could climb ladders outside of Bosnia.
Oh no, did you just spoil to me an important Baja
Oh, no.
moment?
No. It's very mundane and disappointing.
Okay. That village that we're next to is interesting, but right now there's a fate going on in here, and there's actually a lot of fates going on in this area.
Oh goodness, there really are. The whole map is basically just one giant fate.
Yeah, this whole town is like a whole, like, I don't know, there's this sort of a very fate-intensive area. But there's some
You know,
interesting
I
things.
think I remembered this fate. I remember this fate. It killed me when I first came over here as a wee level 15.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first fate I tried to do, and I died so fast.
What's interesting in here? Maybe this broken down house over here could be interesting. What else?
Let's see.
The texture is very fuzzy. Sometimes you want to have a close-up on something, but the texture is kind of not so great looking.
house.
Well done.
Oh, you can't actually get on top of the actual house.
Maybe we can go in this tower over here. No, it won't let me. Or maybe here. Neither. Disappointing. What's over here then? I'm having a bit of a hard time being inspired, to be honest.
There's a lot of bright colors over here for a town that's falling apart.
Oh wait, there's a bit of Oh no, maybe not. I thought this was kind of a graveyard over here. Wasn't there a graveyard over here?
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I feel like there was, but we may be confusing that with a different area.
Hmm. Let's move maybe to another La Noscea location. How about something that is more closer to the sea?
I like that plan.
What would it be? Middle La Noscea, maybe? It's close to Limsa, and there's a lot of like little farms and stuff. Maybe it would be
Ooh,
cute.
yeah.
All right,
I think there's another waterfall over there too.
yeah. Let's look over there.
I'm just gonna say while this loading screen takes its time, the chibis are so cute.
Here, I put my bunny helmet back on.
Yay! I don't know why I love that so much.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's a very sophisticated bunny.
It fits Blue Mage perfectly.
Right?
Sophisticated looking, but utterly ridiculous.
Thank you. All right. Let's go for a bit of a fly around the area. There's some really nice mountains here. Like, just looking around with the trees and the mountains, like the big mountain peak over there is really nice.
I'm not gonna lie, never noticed those before.
Right? Big waterfall over here. But it's a little bit barren down there. But if you're using a mount, it can be maybe interesting. It's mostly rocks, really. Just the really sunny landscape is really nice to look at. There's this sort of outpost over here. With some sort of towers. It might be interesting to have like a screenshot from the road going out into the distance.
Ooh, yeah, um like a before the journey
Hmm.
kind of feel.
What else is there here?
Um,
The city is definitely really nice to look at, especially with the flying
ooh,
sort of skiffs.
ooh, yeah. You can actually see like how the structures and everything work
Hmm.
in Limsa. Makes it look a lot more interesting than being in the actual city.
I mean, it's probably like
No,
a
no shade
not
to Limsa.
one-on-one exact reconstruction of what being in the city is and seeing it from outside, but some nice little bridges over here and um, little farms, orchards.
Oh, this is a little winery.
Yeah.
So cute. Guess these are apple trees?
Or
Or Eorzea
oranges.
an equivalent to apple trees?
They look
Oh,
like
you're right.
oranges.
Oh yeah, that's definitely an orange.
So I think here would be quite nice. Sort of having a view of the orchards and the city in the background. Maybe a bit of the bridge. Some shade from under this tree over here.
Yeah. Give a nice view of another like just like calm coastal life
Hmm.
in Noscea.
Let's see.
Oh.
Sorry, Diane. Goodbye. Your
Oh
constant cheer
no.
is a bit disturbing. I mean, in this context.
I mean that's fair. I take
No
no
offense, I hope.
sadness. No.
Right, so I'm probably gonna boost the brightness or the a little bit here. It's quite nice. Mm, kind of filter am I gonna go with? That's interesting. But I feel it like it splits the screen too much into like green section and blue section. I'd rather have a, not that much of a distinction in the colors. Um, but that's kind of how the screen is to begin with. I think just a normal over here is nice. Um, if you really set the zoom to like a very low value, it just sort of gives you a sort of a fisheye deformation, which can be
Hmm.
interesting if you want, if that's what you're looking for, but um, that's not really what I'm into right now. I like this lamppost over here. This is pretty good. Mm. Unless you specifically want to have a feeling of not of dizziness, but of awkwardness in your picture. And if you're doing landscapes, especially if the horizon is visible, it's probably not a good idea to go and do camera tilts like this, because then you're gonna get this sort of uneasy feeling from the screenshot with the horizon being skewed. Um, since I'm under a tree, maybe having a bit of a limb darkening like this would feel interesting. Especially if I include a lot of the shaded looking stuff like this. Or maybe I'm gonna move my camera closer to the ground. That's interesting. I like this. I'm gonna take one shot like this and save my camera because I would like to get it back. And maybe you've noticed I don't use the lights so much, especially like at daytime when I'm doing landscapes. It's because the natural lighting, I think, when you're doing landscape is a lot more valuable, I believe. And like this is interesting. Is that a well? Yeah, there's a well over here.
Well, well, well.
Well, well, well. That's quite nice. That's also is quite nice. With the sort of little town in the background and the fence. Oh, that's interesting. With the bridge, the ladder at the bottom. Or like prominently in the foreground. Huh. I like this. I kind of want to see more of the bridge though. But at the same time, I don't want to see the like the leaves at the top over here be like all sort of flat. I mean, that's kind of unavoidable in this game, but I think I prefer it like this. Let's see what G-Shade has here. Maybe I don't want limb darkening. And just go with... Well, that's interesting. The ladder being such a prominent element in the screen, it's kind of strange if it's very sort of fuzzy from the rest of the elements, because it's something that its shape being so prominent is gonna attract your eye, and it'd be strange if one of the most attractive thing in the screen is actually looking fuzzy. At least to me. So I'm gonna actually make it sort of the focus here. It doesn't make a lot of the environment fuzzy, like the big majority of the picture is fuzzy. So let's see. Maybe if I can sort of bring more of the ground into focus, or if I do decide to say, okay, the ladder is the focus, but maybe adjust focus plane to be much further. I still want the background to be a bit fuzzy. But I would kind of like the trees to not be so fuzzy. Here, that's pretty nice. It's very nice. Beautiful. Let's look at some tweaks over here. I'm not a big fan of this. Yeah, levels over here is definitely interesting. Tint. It's quite nice. Bloom is certainly present. Though it kind of dims the background in this situation. And that's mostly because the Qint Bloom has a scene tone map compression that I tried to play with over here. This doesn't do much. That's just the speed at which it adapts. Yeah, this is what's happening here. I probably do not want to compress like this color at all. This is very colorful. How are you doing, Diane?
I am doing fantastic. I'm trying to use some of the grapevines as something. I haven't completely figured out what I'm doing yet.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice spot with the shade and oh, I like this as well. Maybe I should go and set the fence to be more in the focus over here. I'm gonna go back to my DOF settings. And put the cursor over the fence here. That's quite nice. And I like how it's fuzzying sort of the grass in the foreground. If you post some of your pictures, Nyan, on the Discord, I can probably show them on screen whenever you're ready.
All right, I will send some over in just a second then.
Just let me know. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Ooh. There's a lot of depth here. That's also very nice. The mountain in the background. Though, probably want to have this over here more focused. just you know, moving the camera around, sometimes you just have something that's fantastic.
It's so much fun to like just like if you're stumped
Yeah.
to just set the camera to move. 'Cause sometimes it'll give you like the oh, that's the angle I was looking for.
You didn't even know you wanted it. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Gorgeous. Like just from one spot in the game, there's just so many possibilities of like a beautiful picture lying there and waiting for you to notice it. And that's just fantastic. I love that. Especially with landscape pictures. In a very open area, they're like everything around you might be interesting depending on where you put your camera.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Over here, it's definitely more like the riverside I would like to focus on. Oh yeah, very nice. It's kind of very bright though. Maybe I should lower the manual brightness. Yeah. And maybe I can go back to trying some filters and see what that's like. You never know. Oof, very bright. That kind of has a style of its own. In a very sort of noisy, um, I don't know how to explain it.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Very sort of busy screen.
Yeah.
It's very interesting as well. I could just go on and on about just stopping your camera somewhere and then, oh, here's a nice picture. This coastline is great. Mm, beautiful. Oh, it's nighttime now. I'm gonna run around a bit. Maybe this is interesting.
I've always loved how the
Oh,
stars look in
yeah.
Noscea.
Ah, there's so much potential all over. I don't know where to rest my eyes. I think I remember some place around here. Let's see. It's kind of a cave that you go in. Should be around this area. Ah, yeah, there it is. Which by itself is kind of interesting. In the entrance. It's very well lit inside. Hmm.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Soraya!
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. I finally was able to get free and now I can join you guys.
Yay! Um, that's
What
interesting.
happened to know?
I think there's like a picture of a dodo on this rock. Am I tripping?
Alright.
I'm gonna send you an invite.
Okay. And I am going to receive your invite.
Mm-mm-mm.
It looks like you all are in Thanolin.
No,
Where are you?
we're still in La Noscea.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Where is this? Because I've never seen this one.
um, invite to party. Right. Oh, that's Pookie.
Oh, you're there.
I'm there.
You know what? It's funny is that I should know this already, is considering that my character is a summoner over here.
Yeah, that is definitely someplace that is interesting, if in a more sort of darker tone. Yeah. It's definitely a good spot for a limb darkening. I might want to go a bit brighter. Or maybe not that dark.
Yeah, this is actually one of the really nicer places just because I always kind of thought it was, especially with um like you don't expect anything like that
Hmm.
in the middle of farmland.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe I could take a vertical shot here.
Ooh, that'd be a good idea. Get a nice shot
Um,
of the theme.
Oh, that's weird. Oof, yeah, I don't wanna crane my neck so much. I'm just gonna go and do this here. Oh, there's still a bit of a fog here that I left.
Ooh, makes it kind of look mysterious.
Yeah, but I want to keep it like really dark in the back. Oops. What the heck did I just do? Here we go.
Ooh.
Alright, now I'm in first person mode. No, I'm in... Oh, that's pretty good.
Ooh, I like colored pencil.
Hmm.
I feel like colored pencil gives it that oopy look that Nyan likes.
Trailer does too, because it gives it like a kind of a greenish film almost.
Hmm.
There you are.
Oh, that is very nice. You know what it reminds me of? Is like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Ooh, compare it up against with frosted glass.
Ooh, I like that.
Hmm. I just did it with wall too.
I knew it. It is a dodo.
Is this the shrine for the
It
dodos?
is the dodo shrine.
I'll have to make sure I come over there and pray to it then.
Oh Lord, why?
Almighty. Because the dodos are wonderful.
No,
Yes.
Our
They're so
fluffy
cute.
boys.
I keep forgetting you have a thing for like the dodos and the piazza chicken thingy.
Piazza chicken.
I just come out of
Ooh.
G pose and
There's the
Red's
red.
just.
I want to take a picture. No, not this. I'm struggling with my controls.
I'm sitting here playing with the screen effects. Watercolor makes it give a very good effect. I love it.
Yeah, manual brightness adjustments sometimes will mess up with your GPO's lights. You gotta be careful with it. Oh, that's just too dumb. Whatever. I'm gonna have a look outside a bit.
Ooh, night skies.
Yeah.
Okay, this is probably one of the very few areas of landscaping that I love to look at and can never capture correctly.
Hmm.
The starry sky.
Mm-hmm. Because like it's so much you want to actually capture without the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. I like this tower over here. So maybe some of the tower in the night sky would be interesting. Yes, I know my mounts cannot fly higher.
But are you sure you know?
It's gonna annoy me constantly about it. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go down a bit so you don't cry your eyes out about me being too high. Ah, it's still complaining. Whatever. Let's see.
I will say that that was the one thing that I loved about this game when I first started playing it was the environment itself. Because a lot of times you don't see the night sky as bright like this and as detailed in a lot of different games.
Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna hide everything. That's quite nice. Let's see. Yeah, if I bring down brightness a lot, has a very interesting effect on the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what kind of color filter we can use here. Oh, that's weird. That's very strange looking. That is very pretty though. Oh, I should take my pictures like this, not vertical. I keep forgetting.
That's funny, Shakur. The red takes the perfect picture. Your mount can fly no higher across the top of it.
Oh god.
That's why I gotta hide the UI. There we go. Um, yeah, the light intensity on this is really crazy. Maybe I don't want to have bloom so much. Yeah, bloom is a bit much here. Great, I've just made lots of gill.
The overlay of text is just trying.
Yeah. It's finding any excuse that it can to get my attention.
It's testing your patience.
Here we go.
I go to
What?
G pose and I forget that I need to go in the first person.
I kind of like this. I'm not rich. I'm like the poorest pleb. I spent all
Look,
of my
I know
monies
that
on the
poor
dodo.
life. Poor life is like almost the best life.
Right. No worries. Hakuna Matata.
Just don't eat bugs.
Yeah, don't do that.
But my proteins.
No. Mm-mm. Actually, you know what? What you do in your home is fine. You live your best life.
I live my bug life.
Wow, Shakur, I'm not even remotely rich.
Hmm. I think I've gotten all the inspiration I could from that tower.
Same. I got all mine from the mountain. The thing about it is, like, I'm trying not to take the obvious pictures
Uh-huh.
because it's like, every time that I've ever seen people that do like Limsa, they take a picture of Limsa.
Hmm.
They never go into like
The
look at
areas.
get into other areas or like take pictures of the mountains or little pools or temples or things that you don't necessarily like you see it in passing but you know
Yeah.
you don't pay attention to it. So it's I always try to take pictures of things that you can't really see or you don't pay attention to.
Um, there's a lot more of La Noscea To explore.
Yeah.
Let's
Go ahead.
see.
Where you want to go next?
Where does my imagination take me? Um, not a big fan of Western Noscea, to be honest.
mm,
I mean, Aleport is kind of interesting. Um,
Airport, Wineport.
maybe Eastern Noscea.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to
So we're going
Wineport.
Wineport.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice thing is we can actually fly there.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Yeah, because they're connected. Now, I will say that of all of Lenosia, this is probably my favorite area. Not necessarily Wineport itself, but right in the jungle area.
Hmm.
Oh, like Raincatcher Gully and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I love how immediately it goes from, oh, nice vineyard to, hey, we're going into the jungle.
Hmm. Let's see, what sort of interesting sections there? Like, there's this vineyard over here, that's really nice. Which, maybe from a flying perspective, is also... Oops, sorry, Nyan.
It's all good. I have a bird.
Could be,
Wing.
like, an interesting sort of... Even top view like this could be cool. In a sort of geometrical way.
hmm
It almost looked like some kind of labyrinth.
It's definitely a labyrinth trying to navigate it.
Yeah. There's
we're Behemoth. I mean, not
yeah.
Behemoth, for we're Bahamut.
Cute.
Bahamut, Behemoth. Tomatoes,
Mhm.
tomatoes. Potatoes, potatoes. Yeah, this big sort of fort over here maybe could be interesting. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. This could look cool.
And we're starting to see a day-night transition.
Yeah.
Which always brings out just such beautiful colors in the sky.
It does.
Do y'all remember like the bubblegum ice cream pops from the ice cream truck?
hmm
That's what the colors remind me of, because it's that light pink and light purple.
Hmm.
Oh. Yeah, it do remind you of that. Oh,
This
that's
is
kind of
cool.
cool.
This is certainly a vertical candidate.
Ooh, that's a really interesting shot.
That really brings up the mood. What was that? Did someone...
Oh, thank you so much,
Oh, thank you
Chris
for
in
the
session.
host.
Oh, Chris, nice. Welcome. We're doing landscape screenshots.
Very
Trying to
active one.
get a vertical out of this. Very nice. That looks cool. Um, oops. I need to get back in here. Because every time I leave first person view, it just sort of resets my camera angle.
No.
And I want to hide it all over here. That does look pretty cool. And if I look at my rule of thirds, maybe I have this like perfectly centered actually. It could be really interesting. That looks great. The strengthen filter, definitely. I'm gonna try other filters as well. This is kind of
But now I'm
cool.
going through the filters now against the rocks.
I mean, it's not perfectly centered, but almost. That's because I'm a bit at an angle from it. So might as well not have it perfectly centered. I mean, I could move to the side. I don't really want to leave the photo mode right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what other sort of interesting filters I have here. Oh, that is cool. Maybe adjust brightness a bit. Oh, that's too much. Let's see. Whoa, that's cool. I like this. It's giving me like these like Cybertron Transformers vibes. Even in black and white, it looks great. Just with the nice gradients in the sky.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm probably just gonna take a ton of pictures from this and later sort of decide which one to keep.
Right. Which is like everybody.
Yep.
Not
You will
everybody.
take a ton of pictures.
No, not
Really? Because like
everybody.
I tend to take like 20 million pictures, and out of the 20 million pictures, I will settle on maybe 2 or 3.
No. Like my friend Shinobi and Chris in session knows him, his friend as well. He goes straight for one shot of the thing he wants at a time, and once he got his shots, he
Really?
quits and he just goes and finds something else. Yeah,
Wow.
I guess that's
I don't
just.
have that much confidence in myself.
But he takes a
I
lot of time in
applaud
his
him
shot.
for that.
Yeah, he takes a lot of time in there to get really like the feeling that he wants. But I think it's a
I
shame.
applaud him for that.
I think it's a shame because you never know, like if just moving the camera around a bit and suddenly like you thought you had the perfect shot, but then just doing a bit more exploration and then you realize, oh no, this is actually a lot better, you know. But it's just sometimes you rather be very intentional with what you do and not have the feeling like you've stumbled onto this accidentally.
Right.
And that's you know that's I respect that. That's a definitely something where if you want to feel like you have more authorship on what you do, and that's definitely something to go for. Okay, I think I've took enough screenshot of this.
Yeah, see, I still that like I said, that's a lot of skill. I would hope that someday I would get that good
uh,
to know that my first shot was the shot. I just know, like for me, I will take a ton of pictures
hmm,
just because it's especially when I'm doing things like I'm photographing like housing, just because I might be in one position and it looks great.
hmm,
And then I'll shift to a different position. And when I'm trying to take a different angle,
yeah,
it'll be like, oh my God, this is better. And then, of course, I'll get out of G pose and then you'll see, you know, then it'll be like the daylight has shifted. So now I get to see this a little bit better. And it's just like, oh, wow,
yeah. You never
this
know.
daytime effect.
You never know what picture is hiding, like in the sort of experiments that you're doing.
Hmm.
Hello, Nine.
Oh, hello.
There's a nice little cabin here. I've never noticed there's actually like a. Oh, you can stand in here.
Hmm.
Little cabin in the trees, with the sunlight. It's
Wait,
quite.
there's a cabin in the tree?
Yeah. Well, see, you
Yeah.
can land here now. And with the sun coming in, it's quite nice. Though the quality of the tree is not that great. You can just sort of see all the yucky sort of planes that build up the leaves. I saw an interesting spot down there. I'm gonna go investigate that. Let's see, where was it? Of course, Dreamcatcher Gully is very kind of a famous little sort of
It is.
interesting area because of there's a big sort of derelict and some really nice little pond in there, which can make some really nice picture. You could
Just because
just
it's like the only real jungle area in the game outside of going to like the first.
yeah.
Yeah. And even then, they're two totally different jungles, which is so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have one that's more of like a foresty type jungle, like you would see in like South America. Then you have this jungle, which is more of like a traditional jungle.
It's still kind of sparse though, which I think has its sort of charm. It's not like a super dense jungle. There's a lot of trees compared to other places in the game. Uh, this is interesting. Like, there's a sort of a wooden bridge that is a bit like shoddy looking. Um, I kind of like this perspective from below, which you can now get by flying, but you couldn't before.
I always
Ooh,
love the
yeah.
little floating flowers too that are like peppered around here.
Yeah, you
Oh yeah,
can.
the blue ones.
You can take some really like close-up pictures to flowers and stuff. Not necessarily like the whole like complete like sky and mountain vista or whatever. Sometimes I'm gonna see people running on that bridge. I kind of like this angle over here. Let's see. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Bring this back to normal a little bit.
Ooh.
Save that. Um, Maybe I can put a little bit of tilt on this. And since we don't see the horizon and we have more of a looking at the sky kind of angle, the tilt here might not give that much of a uncomfortable effect. Hmm. I like having it a bit not that dark. This is nice. It's gonna sort of progressively go towards something that pleases me. Not too happy with the greens in this. This is kind of very dark in the shadows. I like the sort of pale looking effect over here. That's colored pencil. Try and remember that.
Yeah, color pencil does have a really nice effect.
Hmm.
Like I literally am sitting in a different position as you.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to colored pencil. Wait, is it colored pencil? Or yeah, colored pencil. I'm getting confused with color marker.
Hmm.
Um, I like this sort of texture. Not really, actually. Um, Remove. Yeah, no limb darkening. Let's see. That's pretty good. Let's see what G-Shade has for me in here. Fog, maybe? Would be interesting. I would need to turn it on first. Oh, that's emphasis. Fog over here.
Ooh, that's looking really nice.
Huh. Um... Oh, whoa, what the hell? That's crazy. I think there's like a bug.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Very
It's
ASEAN.
it's from Cinematic DOF. It's when I turn on use autofocus. It seems to come from
Looks like the darkness is
yeah.
encroaching.
What the heck? All right, maybe huh. Wow, it's like when
we
I
finally got that Kingdom Hearts collaboration.
Right?
all right, this looks good. And but I probably want to have some
I
bloom in
found a knife.
here. Yeah. Wait, I need to turn off this freaking like effect over here. Okay, that's nice. Um do I want bloom? Ambient light is nice. Tint seems to make things a bit colorful. That's not really something I want. Okay. That doesn't have much of an effect. This either. Yeah, chromatic aberration is not so great here. Yeah, I definitely want to now emphasize, for those who don't know, is a bit like it's a bit like a fog, but that also sort of makes it removes colors inside the fog. Like, for example, I could have a very sort of black and white, uh, like if you set the effect to maximum and you don't blend in any sort of specific color, it's like a fog that makes the distance sort of grayer as it goes into the distance. It's kind of a desaturating fog kind of thing. Um, and so if I put color in there, it's not so great right now, but it might be cool if I do something really strange looking. So by boosting the effect factor, you sort of remove color in the distance. And the blend factor then will sort of add color back, but you can choose what kind of color you want there to be. And right now I'm trying to do something that's kind of orange or yellow. Not sure yet. Purple is weird. This is kind of interesting. As if the blue sky is sort of bleeding into the colors of the environment.
Not gonna lie, it's really fun to just watch the colors change.
Yeah, as you just playing with it, it's fun. Exactly.
But it gives everything a different perspective too.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you see it like the way you see it in the game, but then as the colors is changing, it's giving you different kind of vibes. 'Cause like right now, it makes me feel like Lore craft. Looking at that.
That's interesting. But maybe in a different color? Ooh, that looks toxic. You don't want to be breathing that jungle air. That's kind of weird though, like a red sky. Or maybe I can go with a red sky, but go more towards like a pink. Almost
Ooh,
sunset
that is actually
like.
really nice.
Oh, I didn't know
I
you
was getting ready
can.
to say that's like a sunset.
I have just discovered that you can move the color window around. Pro tip,
The
everyone.
more you know.
I totally knew that. I kind of like this sort of creamy color. Or maybe just like white. Like there's some kind of sunset going on. It's very different than what
Yes, it
natural
is, but it's
color.
still very pretty.
Yeah. Maybe I should go with what the sky normally is. Maybe more in that sort of color over here. Oof. Nah. Or maybe it's just the amount of fog that I'm putting in there. Oh, that's weird.
That gives it the hazy look.
I'm sort of moving. Oh wow, that's trippy. Like suddenly this is another planet. I probably don't want that. Yeah, that's more like it. A bit more natural. That's pretty good. I think I've made all that I could with what I have here. Did you guys took any interesting lady any what? I'm
I
sorry.
just did. So,
Did
no,
you
you're
guys took
fine. So where
some
you
interesting pictures? What am
I
I
did. So
talking
where
about?
you were at the bottom, where you were taking the picture up, I was actually kind of a little bit above you, but I did it more angled where it you'll see the sky more. So I
Okay.
did it where like the trees and the plantation were a lot more in the picture,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of naturally filtered the sun rays that came through
Hmm.
with the same bridge.
Oh, I believe we have another Jeepos enthusiast here.
Ooh.
Gonna say a quick
I think
hello.
I think she's been there the whole time we have.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like
I
she was
appreciate seeing that in game. You go ahead,
right.
G pose.
I want to get on the whale. Bring that big
It's a whale of a
fish.
time.
So nice.
I wish it was a 4-man mount.
Oh,
It
it's
makes
just
no
empty.
sense that it's not.
Right.
I'm
Like
just
there's
gonna-
a spot for someone else right there.
It really is. Like 3 people could sit in here.
Here you go, Nyan. You can have my spot on the big fish.
Well, that's okay.
Everyone gets a turn.
It's okay
Yeah.
because when we do the when we cover the fan fest, we'll probably get the other whale mount, the whale bus.
Oh, the raid bus? The raid
The
whale?
raid bus.
Here, I found the solution.
That's one way to do it.
Yep. I'm just part of the baggage. It's too bad they don't kind of sync together.
I know, right?
Almost.
That's what G-pose is for.
Exactly. So yeah, if you want to upload your pictures, Soraya or Nyan,
Okay.
maybe I can show them on the stream before we end.
Sure.
Because we're right about to end soon, I believe.
I can.
You can just either send them to me directly, or you can put them on the Discord if you want.
Alrighty.
So hold on. Game, that is not what I asked you to do. PlayStation, please. Not like this.
Not like this.
Oh yeah, of course, if you're trying to upload from PlayStation. Like I'm using the Twitch app on my phone to look at the chat. But my phone keeps closing, right? And it sort of disconnects me from the chat. And every time I pick
Yeah,
my
that's the
phone
same
back,
issue I was having.
yeah, it just sort of. I feel like I'm missing a whole chunk of the chat that happened, which is a bummer.
Okay. Let me grab these and send them off to you.
Nice. Let me see, or let me know once you've uploaded.
See, I sent the 2 I'm most proud of. I don't have the ones from this area, but
Okay, that's fine. 2 is fine.
That's okay, Nyan. You know yours is better than mine.
Yeah,
do not say that.
not say that. Let me go and have a look. Hopefully the picture is still streaming correctly while I'm doing this. Oh yeah, very nice. I'm gonna save that.
Trying to get a few of the nicer ones. And I was like, oh, I really like these.
And another one is here. Okay. And then from Soraya. Oh, you sent me a whole bunch.
I told you, I am like one of those people that I have to take like
Yeah.
50 shots. And out of the 50, it would be like 2 of them got chosen.
All right, I'm gonna have to pick something out of there.
And you picked the
I
nicest
really
one.
like this. I'm gonna save it over here. Okay. And another one I like. One of those, yeah, the Jungle Bridge one. Definitely an interesting one. Yeah, I'd say the third one. Save that. I'm gonna have it displayed. Shouldn't be long. Almost there.
The anticipation.
All right. I'm gonna change this.
But it definitely makes me want to go back and explore a lot of these areas. Okay, maybe not that far, but
All right. Let's start with Soraya. Okay.
Yes, yes.
I think now it should be showing.
Ooh, so nervous.
Or it will very soon.
Ooh.
Oh wait, I need to probably recenter it. Here we go. Very nice.
I love how the sun looks against the like against the tree. There's like that nice bright spot right there, and then it looks like it's just cascading down across everything.
Hmm.
And all the vibrant green.
Oh, I'm having
Aw, thank
trouble
you.
layering things here. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Definitely the sun coming through the
I do.
leaves is a big plus here. And the vibrancy of the color. Let's see the next one. So not Nyan, Soraya. Sort of nighttime starscape here with the mountains.
Oh.
What I like is the rocks almost look like little sheeps or something. Like there's sheeps on the mountain,
I was just thinking that.
right?
Well, I like that because it's nighttime. Does
Hmm.
that rock give you a focal point?
Hmm.
Like it kind of breaks up the darkness,
Yeah.
so you can see that there's other things on the ground. But I liked adding that in there.
What I like is sort of how the picture is sort of subdivided into three parts. You know, you got your stars, and then the mountainscape in the middle, and then you got your sort of hills at the bottom. It's a bit divided in the sense that um like there's no specific focus point, like you have to take in the entire picture, but the rocks
Hmm.
being like the brightest thing in the environment are certainly what's attracting the eye. All right, let's look at Nyan's pictures. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Here we go. You should be seeing it. Just a nice
We
sunset.
have a good night, TR.
Good night.
Good night, TR.
Thanks for coming. See you soon again.
I
Yeah,
love Naya's pictures.
it's a nice sunset. And when you're doing pictures of the environment, sunsets are definitely a big winner. And I like the leaves in the foreground as well.
I do.
Thank you.
I also like and I like that she captured the nice little rainbow ray that comes off the sun during the
Oh
sunset.
yeah. So did you as well in your other picture. Like the one in the jungle, there's also some sort
Oh,
of
really?
lens
I didn't even
flare.
notice that.
Yeah, I noticed it. And Nyan's next picture. Here we are, which is the sort of little lakeside waterfall. Hmm.
Ooh,
With the nice water reflection there.
it is very nicely.
I think both of you did a really nice job.
Thank you very much. That
Thank
that means a
you.
lot.
It does. Well, honestly, because I kind of find that landscapes are easier because they're so static,
Hmm.
in a sense.
Yeah, you don't have to fight so much with the lights and the characters or the animation, right? You just abstract that and you concentrate on where your camera is and what it's looking towards and what it
Mhm.
includes in the frame. There we go. I have restored our chibis.
Yay!
Yeah. It's fun
They're
because
so
that's pretty
cute.
much the reaction they're having right now. And they are swimming in the lake.
And we are enjoying swimming in the lake.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn off the chat covers, but oh well.
It's fine.
Here we go.
But no, this is actually really yeah. I want to say landscapes for me is like it's pretty common and it's really easy. But I think the biggest challenge with landscapes is just angles
Hmm.
and trying to capture the things that try to immerse you into that arena
Mm-hmm.
or make you feel like you want to go back and visit it. Or like in my case, sometimes I like to target people who have never played the game with them. And just like this is actually in the game.
It's definitely like the gateway to screenshots. If you're starting to play the game and you just roam around and see the environment and you're like, ooh, this is pretty. I'm gonna take pictures of that. It's like it's this is that's it, you're hooked, right? And the next thing is
Mhm.
taking pictures of your character and your friends and hey, I found this really
Mhm.
nice armor over here and I'm gonna take pictures of my character and my armor and the next thing you know, the next 5 years are spent just you playing this game and taking pictures and having a good old time, making friends, joining communities and stuff. And yeah. So we are going to end our stream here tonight. Thank
Yes, we
you,
are.
thank you everyone for joining and for watching. We're very happy that you are here with us. Um, is there anything you want to add, Soraya, before we leave?
Hmm. Well, as always, you guys, if you're not already following us on social media, please feel free to check us out. We
Mm.
have an amazing Twitter account that we are very, very active on all the time. We also have an equally amazing Instagram that we definitely love to see everyone pictures there. We will poke us, we'll poke you back. We love that kind of thing.
Hmm.
We also have a growing and very friendly Discord. So if you ever have questions about pictures, about screenshots, about G Shade, just anything if you're new to screenshots and you just kind of want to be around people that's going to help you, encourage you, and give you little tiny tips and tricks, or you just want to show off your pictures, feel free to join our Discord as well because we will be there very actively liking your pictures, giving you tips, saying hello to you and good morning, and sometimes telling you what we ate for breakfast.
Oh
But
yeah.
all in all, it was really nice. We will be doing these again. So we will be doing the series of having these kind of photo sessions of basically doing a ride along with us as we go through the various different the lands of Eorzea because again, it's a huge place. And as you can see, there's all
Huge.
these very nice little niches and areas or things that you never noticed before that we're going to try to help discover those things because there are areas that we didn't even know about or things that we've never looked at as we're going through our journey the very first time. So we'll definitely be doing more of these. So please look forward to it. In the meantime, we're going to send you guys off to a new streamer I actually found a few days ago. Kind of hung out on her stream. She seems really, really nice. I actually like her energy. She's really friendly. She's actually new to G-posing herself as I talked to her about it. But she plays a lot of nice little cutesy games. And she also plays Final Fantasy 14.
Hmm.
And guess what? She's live right now.
Let's go
And
over
she's
there.
doing dragon mounts. Right. She's actually helping people get their dragon mounts.
That's nice.
So we're gonna send you over to Papal Comey, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy her. So we're actually normally we are host people, but right now we're gonna actually raid her. So please stay by as we go over and raid her amazing community,
I'm so
and just
excited.
say a friendly hello. So all right, guys, we will see you guys next Sunday, and hopefully you guys will come back and join us.
Bye bye. Thank you again.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.